don't know if Facebook's tricking you into thinking that we're live. There's been so many times I've started live streams and it's like, you're live, but really, you're not live. So guys, if you are live with us and our swimming friends in the background, give us some love and say hi and say where you're from. It would be amazing to hear who's here with us right now. We are in Ibiza. We're not really, are we?
We are in Ibiza, in the island of Formentera.
Formentera.
Beautiful.
You say it so well. Formentera.
Formentera.
Amazing. Hey guys, say hi once you jump on. Amazing to have you guys here. Yes, we are in this amazing island and we're actually going to stay, we were planning to stay in Ibiza for longer, right? But then we came on this day trip to this island with our good friends John and Marissa Pierre. And we fell in love, right? Fell in love with the island and its beauty and how peaceful it is.
So beautiful. We thought Ibiza was all about partying and going off and wow.
Because we were here for this other event and I totally tagged it right. I was like, oh, Ibiza, it's kind of like a Tenerife or a, you know, I don't know, like a Miami on the water or a Vegas kind of vibe. And I was like, oh, I don't know how we're going to go here, but it's amazing. It's such a beautiful island. It's
amazing. So much spiritual people and a lot of energy happening at very, very high energy. There's energetic points that we've been like tapping in through a lot of meditation and breath work and just so connected to the land and the space. We don't want to leave even though we have to because we don't
really have to do anything.
In Barcelona. Well, we got some dates to cover in Barcelona. We have to kind of go.
This is true. Poor us, we have to go to Barcelona. That's so sad. Then we have to go to Barcelona to San Diego. And then to Thailand. It's so fun. But what we actually wanted to chat to you guys about today was something that's really cool. And when I started immersing into Juanpa's work, you know, excuse the pool noise in the background. We've got children, we've got chairs being moved and everything. So one of the things which I loved, which Juanpa was doing, was this concept of detox. And for me, you know, I've always been really big into health and taking care of myself and really becoming the best version of me through every area of my life. And so I'm definitely someone where I feel like I've done a lot of detoxes in the past and a lot of research and, you know, done a lot of things and, you know, had a lot of success with some things and also things which really haven't worked for me at all. So I was pretty skeptical, to be honest, when Juanpa said, you know, I work with a lot of people around weight loss and detoxing their, you know, physical body and their emotions and their energetic body, and I was kind of like, like, let's see, right? But to be honest, I've been blown away by the depth of his work and the change he creates in people and the results that he has for himself, not just for himself but obviously for the people that he's touching and working with and inspiring as well. So we were just sharing some of this and we just really wanted to open up the conversation, take any questions from you guys and drop some golden nuggets for you if you are looking to transform and detox. And I'm not even going to say detox your body, I'm going to say detox your life, right? Because the work Juanpa does is there is a physical component, but I love that it's also mental, you know, emotional and energetic detoxing at the same time.
Totally.
Right? So
they're not separated and you have to know how to use every tool that you have available so you can work in all levels, because nowadays everybody's doing detox on just the physical level and green juices and all that, and it's good, you feel good, right? But it gets very, very much to the physical level, a bit emotional, but
and guys, like, have a look at people that do diets or detoxes, right, and get physical results in their body, and I don't need to give you guys examples of this, you know this in society, that people go through and they get the physical results and then sure enough they bounce back, right, and they put back on all the weight. And why is that? It's because they're not looking holistically and they're not actually detoxing every area of their being. They're only looking at this one little part of themselves, which is physical. So do you want to maybe share a little bit around your story about detox and how you got into this work, or did you just sit down one day and go, I'm going to help people detox? Like, where did it all come from?
Well, you know, I've always had a very addictive personality. So as a child, as you see, now it's worked a lot on it, but as a child, I was super addicted to sugar, and I was carrying all this, need of sugar, need of stuff outside of me, right? And then became addicted to sex, and then became addicted to other drugs, like smoking, and like even sniffing cocaine for a while. I did it, I was addicted to all these substances, looking for something that was inside of me. So after that, I'm like, this is not enough. This doesn't work for me. I need to change, because I need to go deeper. I need to let go of whatever is holding me back, and this need and this addiction that I have of things and people outside of me, to really connect to my truth, to really connect to who I am. And for this, I need to clear myself. If I don't clear myself, I can never be open to what's new, to what's real, to what's deep inside of me. So that's what got me into my path from a very young age. At 15, I was already juicing and fasting and going for it.
Right.
I've been full on into that, and then into all the levels of being, with time, studying and traveling around the world with different teachers. And I've incorporated a lot of the tools in my own method.
Yeah, amazing. That's so cool. And for people, starting out, that maybe they haven't gone, really deeply into the world of detox, what do you think are the core components in terms of what they should be aware of? Like, I really think when you say the word detox, most people just think physical, like what are you putting in your body? And yes, that's important, how you're moving your body, but what are the other things they should be aware of where they need to do the work?
Oh, for me, the most important, more than the physical, is like what thoughts you're letting really into your life, what emotions you're letting into your life, because knowing that every thought you have and every emotion you let vibrate in your body, that's what you're calling in. That's your talk with the universe.
Right.
So if that's how you're resonating, that's what you're doing right now, that's the message you're putting out there. And it's all about being clear and being impeccable with your word. That's one of the components we use, that it's Toltec medicine, Toltec wisdom, as you've seen in the 4 agreements. It's super simple philosophy, but it's all about being present, being aware of anything. So the most toxic you can be is in thoughts and emotions. If you're letting like negative thoughts, and I'm not good enough, and I won't be able, and just planting those seeds all the time in yourself, in your brain, and in your body, and in your being, that's the life you're creating. So for me, that would be much more important than having your body super clean. And I've seen so many people having amazing bodies and eating raw and fasting and juicing all the time, and they're messed up, like in their heads and in their purpose in life. Which transpires in their life. They live from their ego. They're super attached. They are not living from their heart. They're not living from their truth. So their life is not fulfilled.
Right.
You feel empty. You don't feel connected to your heart. To what you're doing really in this life.
Yeah, and I feel like this is where the deep work you do with people really comes in, because I think a lot of people will watch this and think, oh great, okay, I'm aware of that now, I'm just going to choose to think positive. And it's so much more than that, right? It's that's like 2% of the game. And when you really get really deep into the internal work, you notice like, wow, there's all this unconscious patterning and family stuff and past life stuff and all this other stuff which we're so unconscious and so unaware of until we do the work, which is why it's so challenging for people that do a lot and work really hard and try really hard, when really they need to surrender to the stuff which they can't see, and they need to put their ego aside and do something like, for example, like going deep with you, where they have someone helping them see the stuff they don't know they need to see, right? It's so important. And I'd love for you to just speak a little on emotions as well, because this was really big for me. I was really good at dealing with emotions in an energetic way and in a mental way, but one thing that I found before I started really digging in and doing some work with you is that I was pretty disconnected to emotions in my body, and understanding, I knew a little bit about where emotion was stored, and I was aware enough to realize that if a part of my body was hurting or sore or in pain or a little bit tight, chances are it's an emotional thing, not a physical thing, right? Exactly. And they should have been running around physically doing that to your body, right? Which most of us don't. We're just like, why is this sore, And really understanding that, wow, it's so important to release that, and that in itself is a detox, right? Speak on it.
Totally. At the emotional level, the organs are the ones that are the antennas, are like the sponges that absorb emotions. That's something that's seen in Ayurveda, that it's seen in Chinese medicine, that it's seen in different types of shamanism and energy work. Energy healers know this, and that's why they go directly to the organs, and the organs are directed to the centers of energy in the body. It's all related, right? But if at the emotional level we don't clear the blockages we have in our organs, we keep repeating these patterns. So we keep repeating like, I'm not not good enough, or I'm depressed, or I can't do it, or angriness that you have stored in your liver, yes, or sadness that you have stored in your lungs. And like every organ stores emotions, stores energy, because if you analyze emotions mean energy in motion. That's all it is. What happens is not moving in our body, so it's not energy in motion anymore. It's energy that's blocked. And whenever it's blocked and something happens outside of us, then we are touched by anything or anyone. It doesn't even matter what happens outside, and then we're saying like, oh my God, why am I so snappy at this person if I'm not, they didn't really say that harmful thing or that nothing so deep that I should be aware, wounded by, but it's old wounds that we carry inside. It's old emotional patterns that we're just repeating inside.
Exactly. And this is what you're going to do, right? Because for those of you that don't know, Juanpa's about to kick off an amazing 21-day detox, and for the first time he's taking all the powerful work that he does with people in this area, but actually doing this online, so that if you're anywhere in the world, you can literally tune in, which is just blowing my mind. It's freaking crazy. But that's a lot of the work that you're going to be helping them go deep with, right?
Yes, I love it. Well, we've been doing this on live events for 20 years, right? All over the world, and now through Riga, and she's helping so much create this dream of mine. Like, oh, really? We can impact millions of people around the world, and we can create this community that's already happening, that they're getting together and like saying, yes, we're doing these cleans, we're going for it, not only in a physical level that you're drinking smoothies and all this stuff is not even about
that's
that,
like
because
the base.
that's the base. You can even choose to just go fasting on smoothies, or you can choose on just eat raw food, or just leave coffee, or just leave alcohol. It doesn't really matter. We are going deep into the other levels, which for me are the basics that are not being really offered by anybody else right now. It's all about the physical body. So we're going through to let go of emotional patterns that are holding us back. Mental patterns, energetic patterns, blockages that we have inside, and we're doing through this amazing online community we're creating in 21 days online immersion. So yes.
Cool. No, it's amazing. And for those of you that have worked with me, watching this or follow me, you know I'm all about having it all, and that's the thing. One of my really big things that I believe in my life, and you can choose to take this belief if you desire, is that you don't have to sacrifice one area of your life for the other. You don't have to, it's not a question of either or, it's a no. You can have both at the same time and up-level everything. And that's why I love what Juanpa's doing with detox, because it's not like, no, you need to just focus on your physical body, but by the way, you're going to be like stressed out and hating it and like going into these old patterns and then sabotaging. It's like, no, like what is the point of doing that? Why don't we actually just transform and detox and shift and release through every single area, so that when you shift this unit that is your body, that is your soul, that is your emotional and mental body and your energetic body, you can literally shift and see results through every area of your life. Okay, no problem. We're 2 minutes and we're finished. Okay, 2 minutes. Thank you. Sorry, guys. We have thousands of people on with us live. Okay. Thank you. 2 minutes. Okay, guys, apparently we're really stressful, so we're going to wrap this up in a couple of minutes. So sorry. It's okay, we're in a hotel right now, so obviously it's unusual for people to hear this, which is fine.
I can hear this information.
Right,
it's
but
much for them.
If these guys want some more info about your detox, what's the best thing for them to do? Just send you a message direct?
Yes, totally. You can just send me a message personally, and we'll let you know the information, and let you know the information of the event, of course. It'll be an honor to have you with us in this community, in this online immersion together, for sure.
Yes,
thank you all so much.
There's a first for everything, right?
Yes. Always.
First for everything. Guys, thanks for tuning in. We love you. So sorry to cut this short today.
There's always going to be negative energies around you. Remember that? And it's just remember that you connect to your heart, and that's all you need to do. Absolutely. Sending love to everybody around the world.
Ciao, ciao.
Thank you.